Cedar Lake Unsafe Building Department meeting for May 18th, 2022 is called to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please, Margaret.
Denny Wilkening will be absent this evening. Ms. Sheehan? Here. Mr. Sharp?
Here.
Mr. Deutmeyer?
Present.
Mr. Gatto?
Here.
Mr. Salata?
Present.
And Margaret in for Ashley Abernathy.
Thank you. Minutes of the April 20th, 2022 public meeting. Do we have a motion to approve?
I will make the motion to approve the minutes.
Motion by Colleen. I will second. Roll call, please. Margaret?
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Motion carries 2-0. Under new business, 6911 West 131st Avenue, J&D Sun Rentals, LLC. Is anyone here to, okay, please come up and state your name and address. And
James Ramsey, 9722 West 136 Lane.
James Ramsey, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. What did I turn on? The whole thing? There.
Could you repeat the name and address one more time?
Yeah.
The microphone didn't pick it up.
Okay.
James Ramsey, 9722 West 136 Lane.
Okay, thank you. And you're the current owner of this business
Yes.
establishment structure?
And my wife.
Okay, thank you. Well, we have a report that says it's pretty much unsafe. Are you going to plan on doing anything with it, or?
Oh yeah, when I first got the letter, I had repaired the garage door. I put another door in. It was a nice door, by the way, at Home Depot, and then had repaired the other door so the building is secure. And I was on the garage. And I would like to make some more repairs. Presently, I'm having some problems. Like the tenant hadn't paid in 2 months and 3 months, and we spent $520, I think it is, on an attorney for an eviction. And I didn't want to, work on the building while you're evicting them, And
there's nobody living there currently, is that
no,
right?
there is.
There is somebody living
Yes,
there. Okay.
I just talked to him today, and he said he's going to come up with money, but we don't know. We gave him one more day. I talked to the attorney in Hammond today, and that's what I said. You know what? I'm going to give him one more chance, one more day, and then evict. He's not supposed to be there, but I'm like a sucker for a good story, I guess. And then the other thing is we are making 2 payments on 2 houses that one we're moving from the 9722 to another house on Lowerman. Did you want to speak to this? Oh, okay. And anyway, we're paying like $800 a month. Okay, on one, and then $800 on the other one.
Okay.
So we want to extend. Whatever. I mean, when I first got the letter, I was like, I'll get this, secured because it's, make it better. And now, like I say, I'm trying to get more things done, and I only make like $515 take home every week. Okay, so yeah, that's where I'm at. I would like to get like a 90 days to sell my house, and then that'll free up about $800 a month that I can build. You know what I mean? I can put on that building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where I'm at right now.
Well, this is in pretty good shape, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, also, the neighbor. You would not want me to say that, Denise?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll say it anyway. The neighbor. One of the neighbors I spoke with, I'm like, how is so and so? And he's like, he wants to. What is the word? I'm trying to think of. Demolish your building, the neighbor. Okay, so there's nobody on the left side of me that I don't know, or the right side. It's just one particular person that wants this building.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, I understand it's pretty bad, but, you know, this is my building. I
would-
bought it,
I
you
would
know what I mean?
live next to it.
Yeah.
You know? And, being that it's an older building, and I understand where you're coming from, but it is my cabin. You know, I bought it as a cabin. It doesn't look as bad as
How
it.
long have you owned it?
For a while. I don't have the exact date, you know?
So, right,
But the thing is, like,
it's been allowed to deteriorate.
Yeah. So you let this tenant stay?
well, his wife left him for another man, and she had left, okay? And, he's got 2 dogs, and, you know, you just feel bad for the guy. And so I was just like, well, you know what, I'm just gonna give him, I really rather probably just move him out and just go ahead and start rehabbing and stuff. But, you know, like I said, I'm dealing with, you know, people and people problems, and like one lady I had in Hammond had, you know. All right, anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's, okay, that's your story?
Yeah.
Ryan,
It's not
what do
a
you?
story, it's.
No, I know,
it's what's happening.
that's what you're saying, correct? Yeah, okay, that's what's happening, okay. What are the options, Ryan, we can,
Well, the last time, as memory serves me, was the garage door and like a side access door. Is that right, Tony?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was secured, I mean, the.
okay, that's been
garage
secured, yeah, okay.
is secured, yeah, we just wanted him to come back in and give us a timeline.
Give us an update on when
Right.
more repairs can start.
I need to get some money,
I
you know?
understand.
And that's what's like, that's the hard part, getting the money. Doing the work and buying the material isn't a problem. It's just, you know, the people paying rent and, you know, all that good stuff. And I still want it to be like a, you know, a cabin.
Building permit.
Yeah, so to answer your question, I think what you're getting at is if you want to give him more time, put a firm deadline as part of the motion, and if that deadline is not met, then we can begin the unsafe building sort of proceeding in that.
Colleen and I were just talking, and we don't want to go 90, but we will go 60 days from today.
Okay.
2 months from today.
In 60 days, that's when I'll start? Is that
We
correct?
need to start, we need
Okay,
to
yeah,
start.
yeah.
We need a
We don't need
building
to complete
permit
it.
and something
Right,
to
yeah,
start.
right, because I mean, like I say, there's a guy that I, you know, can do the roofing, and I want to straighten out the framing, and something else too is, I want to keep the brown siding brown. I don't want it to, vinyl, you know what I'm saying? I want to keep
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
a classic
Okay.
cabin.
Cabin.
And make it look really sweet, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. So you've got good plans for it, just gotta get money.
I gotta get money, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, in 60 days, if you could come back, which would be, I don't know what that would be.
Not our June, but July meeting is, right?
Yeah, July, whatever the July
I'm
meeting
not
would be.
sure what that date is. Do you have that, Margaret?
17,
20.
July 20.
All right, so
If you could put that in your calendar.
20th,
And have, like Colleen said, we need to have some permits.
yes,
Okay.
sure. July 20th, unsafe meeting.
Yes,
Yes.
it'll be right here. 6 o'clock.
As part of the motion to defer with that time frame, what we've done in the past is shrinking the time of that building permit as well.
Right.
Shrinking
So-
what?
Probably building permit. We need them to pull a permit by the 20th, and how long do we want to give them on the permit? What would you recommend, Ryan?
I mean, that might be more of a Tony question, is Tony, how long do you think they could get that built
3
out?
3 months, 90-day permit?
90 days is enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to come back here in July with a 90-day
yeah.
permit, July 20th.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to defer this till July 20th, and they need to return with a 90-day building permit at that time. Okay? Give me a second.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret.
Ms. Sheehan? Yes. Mr. Sharp?
Yes, 2-0. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
Number 2, 7424 West 140th Place, the Graves property.
I'm the neighbor.
Yes. Name just for the record.
Richard Kuiper.
Yes. I think we've had some
So
folks looking at this.
I did ask Bill Fisher to send somebody over there on Sunday. I believe it was Sunday. Dan and I happened to drive through the neighborhood, we seen that the garage door was open, her car was there.
It's there all the time. I submitted pictures. I don't know if you got them.
Yeah, I think we got
And
it.
I took a bunch more. She's there every night. Sometimes she won't be there during the day, but if you come around dark, you'll find the car there.
No, I know.
You go there
She did-
between 7 and 9, the car's there.
She
Started mowing
given
it,
I believe the officer a different address, but she lives somewhere else.
and she said that she's living with a friend. She's not there. I called the officers a couple weeks ago. 3 of them come over. What was his name? I don't know if you have that report.
I don't, do we have it? I'm sorry, Chris.
There were 2 police reports.
Yeah, there's been
There was 2 of them,
Yeah.
2 times. I called the code enforcement, left her a message. She never got back with me. I don't know if she went over there. I called chief of police before I called the wellness checks, and they never got back with me. I tried talking with Chris for about 2-3 weeks. He was always busy. So then I called wellness check, like I was told to do.
Mhm.
She was in there, her car was there, but they couldn't break the door down because they weren't sure. So they beat and beat on that door for 20 minutes. She would not answer. And I said, as soon as you leave, half hour later, she can be gone. They left, half hour she left. I came up here. I said, tell, what's the officer's name, first one? There was 2 reports. Kid, Officer Kid. Yeah. He came, but he had 2 others with him.
Okay.
And they beat and beat and beat on the door, calling her name, and she wouldn't answer.
The first time, right?
Yes, is that the first one? Yeah, he did go.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have 2 separate police reports.
And then I called another one on Saturday, I think that was Doug Machaw, Officer Machaw, and he
Yeah.
came, and she was out there, because they told the other officer, kid told me, call when she's out there. So I did. He came, as soon as he pulled up, my daughter went out there to tell him, and she slammed the door and locked it. So, and said she wasn't living there, she was just cleaning up the place because it's up for sale. So what could Doug, I just had to have the report that I
Right.
tried.
So I guess my question to you, Ryan, is can we at this point, instead of worrying about necessarily having her removed first, can we just proceed? This garage was supposed to be taken down when the house was taken down anyway. Can we not proceed in doing the paperwork to get the garage taken down?
Yeah, so there's a kind of dual paths here. The first is the actual demolition of the garage.
Right.
At the last meeting, you guys directed us to get the title work done. We received that yesterday. I have proposed orders of demolition ready for signature for this evening, if that's what you guys want to do.
Okay.
Which would then sort of keep it on that path that we talked about last time, which is, this will give them until June to get it fixed. If it's not fixed by the
She had
June meeting,
June to get out.
it's up. Well, those are 2 separate things.
Oh.
Right, we're talking about the demolition first.
Oh, okay.
So if it's not demolished by the June meeting, then, you know, she either comes in and gives her story, or you guys have the opportunity to reaffirm that order, which would then allow us to go in and out.
Then we can take it down.
That's the demolition part.
Yes.
For the human components, out of the last meeting, I spoke with the health department, made a complaint there. I was contacted by an agent of the health department, who had some familiarity with Ms. Graves. Basically what he was told, or what he told me, was that he could go and red tag the building, but all that would happen is they would put a red tag on it and that's it, right? Other than like a trespassing issue,
So we
they're
just
not
need to
gonna force her
go,
out.
we need to go forward with demolition.
So in order to get her out, Dave and I had a conversation today, and we're talking about looking at some alternative avenues under other town ordinances that would not allow her to live in that
To live in
property,
the garage?
which would necessitate sort of quickly prepared and quick hearing court filings in one of the Lake Superior Circuit Courts to get in front of a judge and to have a judge sort of remove her, if you will, or preclude her from returning to the property, and would further allow us to remove her if she then returned.
Okay.
So those are sort of 2 separate paths, but neither the health department nor Adult Protective Services, whom I spoke with as well, really had any jurisdiction to get her out currently, especially as it relates to Adult Protective Services, because the last time she was under their custody, the last and final physician's report they have for her is that she was competent. And Adult Protective Services can only get involved when you have somebody who is unable to care for themselves. And until they get a report from a doctor that suggests otherwise, they don't have the ability to do anything.
Okay. So what are the steps we need to do to proceed towards the demolition and possibly you going into the Lake County Court to have?
Well, I think the court issue is not sort of within the purview of this board. That's something that Dave and I are working with Tony
Okay.
on
Okay.
separately.
Okay.
And you'll be able to file that Soon?
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Okay.
if that's the direction that, you know, we're given, then certainly we'll put together something quick to, you know, at least
Okay.
get a TRO in front of a judge, which requires an expedited hearing, you
Okay,
know, to get her out.
okay, thanks, Ryan.
But,
If she goes before anybody, I'm just telling you right now, she's gonna lie to her teeth, because she's not living there. Well, you have pictures that she is. I've got a dozen more on my phone proving she's there every
oh,
night.
that's perfect. If she wants to get up and say she doesn't live there, then we can all agree that she can't live there, and if she
Yeah,
shows up and
she's
is living
gone.
there, she can be removed. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a laydown,
Right.
in my perspective, so.
Okay.
But as for tonight, like I said, we have the order of demolition prepared. We've sort of changed path a little bit. It's set up for now Tony's signature.
Okay.
So, Tony, if they approve it, your task would be to serve this upon her by posting it at the property. So you go there, we'll prepare an affidavit. You'll just tape it to the garage door, the entry door, you know, knock, see if she answers. I presume she won't.
No.
You just tape it there and then take a picture of it. Let me know times, you know, date, where it's at. I'll fill out the affidavit, put in those blanks, and I'll send it over to you for signature.
Okay.
I think we want to.
Okay, we want to make that motion, yeah, I'll make the motion to proceed with the demolition.
I'll second.
And I did place a no trespassing sign on my property, so she couldn't use my driveway, but after Doug Shaw left, after, Officer, Kidd left, she got in her car a half hour later, my wife was outside, she booked out, and she went right to my property,
I'm sure.
because she was afraid the cops were out by the other road.
Margaret, could you do a roll call,
So
please?
just to clarify, Colleen, your motion
I'm
is
making
to
a
issue
motion.
the order of demolition?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 2-0. Now, Ryan, you want another motion? Or, but you and Dave are going to take care of that.
Yeah, that's
separate.
separate,
Okay,
separate, that was
very
in the
good.
purview of this board.
Very good, thank you. Okay, that's
So-
where we are.
So we're still looking June, next month?
Well, it sounds to me like she's supposed to be out by then, demolition's probably looking like maybe July, right? And
Yeah,
when we
the
realize-
order requires that she have the property demolished on before June 14th, or she shows up at the June 15th meeting to explain what she's gonna do to the property, as we just had with the prior gentleman, or, you know, to give a plan for demolition.
Right, so
Presuming
somewhere
that
in that
doesn't
time.
happen,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
you would
Somewhere in
reaffirm
that
the order.
timeline.
Right.
We'll get it done as quick as we can.
Because as long as it's standing, she will live, and I've got all the town ordinances right here.
No,
I just don't want to take up the time to read them,
no,
but
I,
she's not supposed to.
Somebody here is probably already read them, so.
we know.
You don't want me to read all these, please, do you? No. Okay, thank you very much,
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, thank you.
and we'll see you next month.
Sounds good.
Knowledge is power, Rick.
Huh?
Knowledge is power.
Now it's what?
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Resources are more power.
I've memorized it. You want to hear it?
There'll be a test later.
Number 3, 1336
Thank you very
Lamore
much.
Street, local.
These
Anybody
are
here?
those sheds.
I
These
was,
are the sheds,
I
yeah.
was asked to send him a Zoom link, but he is not on
Nobody's
here. No, sir.
Okay. And this is, according to Ryan's thing, it's demo ready, right? I mean, it's not demo ready, it needs to be demo.
Yes.
Oh, it needs to be terribly.
Yeah.
It's awful.
They tried to email a, building permit to Ashley yesterday, basically looking like just to appease us because they had no one lined up, they had for their contractor TBD, to be determined. So they still haven't,
Done anything.
no, right.
So what do we need to do to move forward to get these down?
We need direction from you guys to get title work ordered.
That's what we need.
Again, they usually turn that around within a month, and I can have a demo order, a specimen ready for you guys.
Ready for the next
month.
meeting?
Okay.
That's
I
what
will
we'll
make
do,
the
yeah.
motion to do the title work.
I'll second. Roll call.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 2-0. So hopefully we'll have that by, next meeting.
Yes.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep.
Now we got some possibly unsafe, 7120 West 132nd Place, Kubel. Anybody here? No? Okay. What do we have on that? Do we have something on that,
No.
Chris?
That's the, White House over
Yes.
by the substation.
The
Okay.
story is that, well, not the story, but before our last meeting, Hen submitted an application for demo,
That's right.
so we thought it was we're good to go, and it seemed like a couple days after the meeting, that got rescinded, and someone bought it from Cubel, and they are supposedly going to do something with it.
Okay, so this changed hands.
Yes, that's from what I understand.
So maybe we should try and get them in here, huh?
Yeah,
On the GIS, it still shows Cubel, so.
Yeah, so
those
once
are always behind.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Gary, it's not Brian.
Oh, I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
I just know the last name, Cubel.
right,
I
right.
didn't know there were two Cubels that.
Yeah, because the
There's
property
actually
owner
three,
next to
but
their
Oh.
smart.
This one's owned by Gary, not Brian.
Was formerly owned by,
Was
potentially.
yeah.
Formally owned, yeah.
Right,
Well,
so,
we think,
Um,
that's what we were told, right?
yeah.
so yeah, we need to figure out who owns it now and contact.
Yeah, so
them.
once we can do that, we'll have them come in, if we can determine who the new owner is.
Somebody put it on Facebook,
Oh, yeah.
and all kinds of pictures of it, and
And it's in pretty bad shape, is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Did you see the picture, sir?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
Sometimes they all seem to run together.
I know.
Okay, so Chris and Margaret, could you, if you can find out who owns this, or Ryan, or anybody, can find out who owns
Anybody
it,
who can get us some more.
then we can get it, maybe have them come in here for the next meeting. I guess, do we need a motion?
I don't know, we need a motion then.
We need a motion for that.
I guess you can just make a motion to defer.
Okay,
Okay, I'll make the motion to defer until we find out who the owners are.
thank you, Colleen. I'll second.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 2-0. Okay, 13947 Hobart Street, Weiss. Anybody here for Weiss property? What's that? Is that in here? Is that in here, Tony?
It's not.
Okay, okay. So it's a relatively new one?
Yes. I
Okay,
looked at that one maybe last week or the week before. I
okay.
got a call from, I don't recall who, I think.
Kubar, who
What's
lives
that?
on Hobart Street.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it fits the bill,
Okay, all right.
definitely.
So it needs to come down,
Yeah.
but we need to wait
We
for
need
a
to
report.
try and
Yep, yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll defer this one until we have a report.
Do a report on it.
get, yes, okay. And for the next meeting?
Mhm.
Okay, super, thank you.
Now make the motion to defer.
I'll second.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 2-0. Okay, 8120 Lake Shore Drive, Shane's Bar and Grill.
Surprise.
Who wants to talk about that? Chris, do you want to?
I don't think there's anyone here. Yeah, so I've received several calls about this. It's on Lakeshore Drive, so everyone who has driven through Cedar Lake has seen it. It's in bad shape. It caught fire November 19th, 2021. So they are 2 days away from losing their legal non-conforming status since the building was burned down almost exactly 6 months ago. Anyone after the legal non-conforming status is lost, anyone trying to do anything with that property is going to come up with a whole lot of processes they have to go through. It's a meets and bounds parcel, so it would require a one-lot subdivision, which triggers all the subdivision control standards, which they wouldn't be able to meet, by my approximation, or I would be interested to see an engineer that could come up with a plan for that property that would fit within the property.
Yeah.
They'd also lose their, the use that they've been grandfathered in. And quite frankly, it's just in really bad shape as it is right now. The property's, in my estimation, pretty unsafe because there's a lot of material that's fallen off of the building since.
Sure.
We've had code enforcement out there to try and get them to move on cleaning up the property. So this is something that I requested to be added to the agenda, given the calls that we've received about it, to see if the Unsafe Building Board agrees, and that way Tony can come and make a report and we can start the process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Yeah, so if we can make that report also, Tony, that would get this moving.
Yep.
Do I need to make a motion to get the report?
Yeah, we'll do the same you did for the prior one.
Okay, so I'm going to make a motion to defer this until we have a report on it.
Okay, I'll second.
Ms.
Mark.
Stevens?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 2-0. 13716 Birch Street, Blanton. Anybody here? No? You said I didn't hear Tony, do you? We're sharing that here.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
No, there's no report or anything.
No report
That
on
was,
one.
that
This
was,
7512.
anonymous call, I
An
believe.
anonymous call Friday or Monday, something like that.
Oh, just this week, or just?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just did a drive-by yesterday, tried to walk around the property. Landscape and yard are overgrown bad enough, I couldn't walk around the south side of the property.
Wow.
It doesn't look like anybody's living
So
there.
probably
but
nobody,
there could be
huh?
somebody living
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Gas and electric are still on.
Oh,
It's in disrepair for sure,
Okay.
and it fits the bill as well. I just don't know who owns it or if someone is actually living there.
Okay, so
That's gonna be something that,
same thing, make a motion to defer to find out, A, who the owners are, and B, get a report.
I suppose so, and see if someone's living there.
Right.
yeah, see if some,
I believe that's the one that the people bought a lot 2 streets over and built a new house in 2018.
Oh, I have
Isn't
no
that the
idea.
one?
I don't know, I didn't get that
And
part
they
of
were
the story.
supposed to tear this house down? If memory serves correctly,
Okay.
the owner of record is on GIS, so.
Okay,
Okay.
so we could probably get the owner. We
Get
just need
the
to-
owner and maybe get a report
Yeah.
for next meeting.
Yeah,
So I'll make that motion too.
I'm glad you're not doing much else, Tony.
Right?
I'm gonna do my best on the reports.
I
They're gonna
understand.
be shorter and simpler, let's just say
I
that.
understand.
They're really.
I really like them the way they are, Tony.
These are great reports.
Killing me.
I know.
Right, I made the motion.
I'll second. Roll call, Margaret?
Ms. Stevens?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 2-0. Update items, 7512 West 128th Lane, Rostowski, Steve, formerly Kelly.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Simon Rostowski, at a Marital. I came in on the 9th, trying to pull permits. I talked to Miss Abernathy. She said that, I didn't get the, file, she sent me the file. It's like there's some issue with on the file for the facade and the roofing on it.
Okay. Did you just purchase this, or?
Yeah, from a tax sale.
Okay.
And, I got it last month. Taxes are paid up, everything's paid up on it. I'm just trying to get with the inspector. I work from 6 to 2. I was told the inspections are only till 2 o'clock. I can't make it, Monday
Prior to
to
that,
Friday.
right.
So I told them that I would leave the front door open because they wanted to walk through the house. And then they would issue me a permit for whatever they thought was needed. I mean, I could go get a permit for the facade and the roof, get that done while we're waiting for,
I drove past before the last meeting, and I met a big fat groundhog in the front yard
okay.
that then saw me and went through the hole in the foundation to
Yeah.
go under the house.
I mean, I could patch that stuff up, that's not a problem, I
Right.
just, yeah. I just need to be able, or why it's on the unsafe building, the report said for the siding and the roof, or the...
That was a report prior to my time.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure on that one.
So-
As far as
And that's-
the house itself, there was an add-on kind of on the back of it that's gonna have to leave. It's not on the foundation.
Yeah, I
The
don't know
foundation
what
itself
that's
doesn't have to be
on.
repaired.
It doesn't
I mean,
look like
there's-
it's on any kind of
Report.
block,
Right.
or maybe it used to be on block. I didn't see if there's any 4x4 posts in the ground, not really sure.
That, yeah, and the back
Well,
is
it's been
just
for a long
sitting on
time.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
But it just, I didn't want this to turn into a siding, windows, roof permit, and then we're putting lipstick on a pig, and we can't do that. It's gotta be actually repaired to be,
Yeah,
It'll be solid.
it'll get repaired, I don't know what it's on for, the report just said, the facade and the roof. So I figured if I just do the siding and the roof and change some windows, It'll give me enough time
Yeah,
to
that
figure out what I wanna do with the
Are
inside,
you?
No, I don't see.
you know?
Yeah,
I'm not
I'll work with you on getting out there, because I understand your schedule.
Oh, you're the inspector?
I
Yeah,
have a.
Oh,
and I was not able to get out there yet,
It's
because
not,
we are,
I think it's,
I understand.
July 1.
Yeah, real estate's booming, and I'm sure you got a ton of inspections.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
so
I have a report here.
You wanna see
Did
this,
you see
Tony, or
this?
not?
no, I've walked around.
You've seen it?
now.
Okay,
I've seen it in
okay.
person.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I'm not
just-
reading anything about facade.
It said, the siding was in,
I have, the structure is in an impaired structural condition which makes it unsafe to persons and property. The unsafe premises constitute a fire hazard. The unsafe premises constitute a hazard to the public health,
Yep.
constitutes a nuisance, unsafe,
Under
dangerous
findings.
persons and property.
second paragraph under findings.
You got the report then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says the siding and the roof, that's the only thing on there, the rest is just, you know, a
Okay.
catch-all for.
Well, if you two can hook up, that would be the best thing, I
Yeah.
think.
I'm okay with deferring it, because like I said, I haven't been able to
I
meet up with
understand.
him or walk through it myself, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any chance, like, after 2:00, maybe 2:30, I can make, I think 2:30 I can make it there.
Okay.
If you have any open schedule, I left my phone number, just give me a call,
Okay,
I can meet you out there any day, weekends, Monday through
Yeah.
Friday, it doesn't matter, so.
not with, so Monday through Friday, yeah.
It's not a problem. But if you guys want me to come down and pull a permit for the siding, windows and roof, I could do that just to get something on there, or just,
I'm good with
I
deferring
think
it.
whatever Tony says, I think you two work together and determine what needs to be done,
Yeah.
and then you can pull the permits on what you guys decide needs to be. repaired.
just give me a call, do I have to come in next month, or can I defer coming here?
I
for-
would say 2
I'm-
months, maybe something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
2 or 3
if,
months.
you know what, Tony, if you guys meet and go through, you can report
You can just
next
give,
month,
because we'll
and then-
keep it on the update items, and you can
Okay.
update us, if that's okay.
Okay, perfect, yeah, that works for me.
Okay, yeah.
Good. I mean, it's
Thank you for-
definitely repairable, it's not something that is not repairable, it needs to, like, you know, this is a
Yeah.
waste of a conversation. It can definitely be repaired, so
Okay,
we
okay,
just need to
super,
get together.
that's good.
So the latest will be July, come back?
Yeah, but we'll, yeah,
We'll just
July
hold
twelfth.
it because-
July
yeah.
20th,
Yeah.
and then, yeah.
And then,
You can tell us it's all done.
Too, so if
Okay.
you want to email, correspond, whatever, that works. I
Perfect.
appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Yep.
Item 2, under
Are
update
you gonna
item.
defer that?
It's not even on a place, it's an update item, Bob, thank you. Update item number 2, 7020 West 139th Place, INACQ LLC.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
Stephanie Knightum. I live at 12373 Woodmar Place, Cedar Lake.
You were here before on this one, right?
I
On behalf of
was.
the owner?
I was.
Have we had any updates or repairs?
Updates, yes. Repairs, not quite. We've had a handful of people out to take a look at the foundation.
That's
It's a little worse than we expected, so we have not made any movement on that. We do have 2 builders and then 2 private parties that are interested in building on that lot. We just haven't done anything with that yet.
Okay.
Hearing from one of the foundation repair companies that looked at it, as I was doing inspection for them on a totally unrelated property, he asked what's going on with this property, looks like it burned, or this and that, and he said it's not worth repairing that foundation. It's not repairable, and to put a foundation under the structure,
I had
Doesn't
2 that said it was
make sense.
repairable.
he said it was, in his words, half-ass repair after half-ass addition after half-ass repair, nothing was done right.
Okay.
And it's just, I mean, if that's the case, we're not gonna issue a permit to rebuild the home on top of a faulty foundation and,
Yeah, so it was either repair or it could be redone.
right, yeah, I mean.
Those are the
just
2
to get the
options.
home up.
One of them said that redoing the foundation would be more cost effective, and then the other one said that it would be fine fixing it. So that's kind of where we're at, but that's also why we've been talking to the builders.
Sure. Is the home itself worth jacking up, putting a foundation under and up?
The home itself, no, it would have to be, well, I mean, if it was redone, yeah, I mean, we have quotes from contractors that would still make sense with comps in the area.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Has this property been put up for sale by chance?
It is not.
Okay.
Why?
I've received calls.
Oh, well, no, it has not.
She's the realtor.
I am the realtor.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
what's your suggestion, Ryan? I mean,
This was, when did you guys get title to the tax sale?
The middle of March, but we still don't have quiet title.
So you're quieting it, huh? That's-
Okay, that's, yeah.
But they're still able to do what they need to do, so. I mean, I think you guys are probably gonna want some affirmative decision one way or another.
Yeah.
If you're gonna repair it, if you're gonna do the foundation, whatever.
Yeah,
If you wanna do 30 days, 60 days, that's up to you, but that's what I
I
would
think we
suggest.
should report back in 30. What do you
30, I was
think?
thinking 30 days,
Yeah.
if you could,
We
okay?
need to see
Hopefully with some good news,
sort of
huh?
progress,
Yeah.
yeah, something. Okay.
All
That's what
right.
we're gonna ask you.
Oh.
Yeah.
When
And the next
is
meeting's June 15th,
June 15th?
Yes.
Okay.
6 o'clock here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
Okay?
guys.
Thank you for coming in again.
Of course. I'm sure I'll be here next month.
Okay. Item 3, 7220 West 138th Place, Leonhardt.
I don't know if they were contacted to come in and just check in with us or not. They are working on the house.
Okay, oh, they are working on it, okay, that's fine, we just had it on update, and that's, yeah,
Okay, so they're working on it.
good. And stuff looks like it's moving along?
Yes.
Tony? Okay,
Yeah.
I guess we can leave it on update, but if
Yeah, we'll
it's,
just leave it on there for update.
yeah. And then Ward 6425 West 141st, the Ward property.
What did we even tell him last time he was in? I mean, he was trying to decide whether he had come to the conclusion he may not be able to rebuild on it, and they may need to sell it, and, I don't know if he was supposed to come back and,
I don't know if we required him to come back.
it needs a repair. Yeah, if he's gonna try to use that foundation, it needs a repair for sure.
Was this the one that was just the foundation?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wasn't the issue securing it, keeping
He did.
people and everything out of
Yeah, I
it?
think he
Yep,
put snow
he did.
fence
He
around
put
it
Yeah,
or
he put
something.
the snow fence around it, he had pictures of that, and I
Okay.
stopped by to verify it was there before the last meeting. So, I mean, it's secured, but, you
How
know,
long?
we still need him to do,
We
something,
need something
yeah,
to
yeah.
move. Maybe we should request for him to come to the next meeting?
that would be 60 days from the last one where he didn't quite know what he was gonna do, so that should have given him time to
come up with
decide whether
something,
he-
yeah.
Can we do
yeah.
that?
has the resources to
Request him
build
be
or whether
here
he
on
wants to sell it.
June 16th,
15.
15th?
He wanted to build a house for himself or something, right?
He did the first time he came in, and he was kinda ornery.
Yeah,
but-
he was very honored, I remember that.
But this last time, it sounded like he had come to terms with probably not being able to put that move together, so, yeah, he was in good shape last time.
Okay, we'll just make a request for him to appear before us June 15th. Thank you. Any public comment? Dan, any public comment?
I got something else on the
Oh,
Bird property.
Yeah.
We filed our brief late March. The Birds had until late April to file theirs. It was right after our last meeting. Our last
Okay,
meeting was
yeah,
the
you
20th.
said you may have something this
Their
time.
deadline was a few days later. They failed to file any brief, no attorneys appeared, nobody's requested an extension of time, which means under our appellate rules, they're now precluded from filing a brief. When that happens, the Court of Appeals will, issue its opinion based upon, the evidence and what we've put in front of it. So I would anticipate, based upon how the Court of Appeals has been operating recently, that an order is probably forthcoming in the next 45 to 60 days.
Okay. We don't have to make an appearance or anything anymore?
No, we filed our brief and
Our brief is...
we have nothing else to reply to.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Very good.
I think
Just
it's good
wait.
news.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? Seeing none, this meeting's adjourned. The next meeting is June 15th, 2022 at 6 PM.